I heard my fiancé whisper, "You don't belong here at our wedding rehearsal." So I let the planner expose him, light every candle, pour the champagne, and keep the ring box ready. Because this rehearsal is about to become the wedding that never was. Here we go. The Four Seasons Resort, Maui at Wailea, June 13th, 6:47 p.m. Rehearsal dinner on the private lawn, overlooking the Pacific. White orchids everywhere, fairy lights in the palms. 150 guests in linen and silk. The ocean doing its best to look like heaven. I'm Dr. Isabella Bella Morrow, 34, neurosurgeon at Johns Hopkins. In the rehearsal dress, simple white silk slip. Barefoot, hair loose because tomorrow is the big day. My fiancé, Alexander Alex Whitmore, 36, heir to Whitmore Hotels, the chain that owns this resort and half the luxury properties on the planet, is in linen shirt and trousers, looking like he stepped out of a yacht catalog. We're standing at the altar mock-up, practicing vows with the officiant. The planner, Alina Vasquez, legendary. 5-star reviews. The woman who makes royal weddings look low budget, is directing traffic with her clipboard like a conductor. Everything is perfect. Then Alex leans in during the "You may kiss the bride" practice. Lips brushing my ear, voice low, but perfectly audible to Alina and the 3 bridesmaids behind me. Try not to look so out of place tomorrow, Bella. You don't belong here with these people. Just smile and let me handle the important guests. Out of place. The words hit me like a misfired aneurysm clip, because he's been saying versions of it since the day we met. You're brilliant, but my family is old money. Your parents are sweet, but they won't fit at the club. Neurosurgery is cute, but Whitmores don't work. I feel every eye flick to me. The bridesmaids freeze. Alina's clipboard lowers. My mother in the front row actually gasps, and something inside me that has been bleeding slowly for 3 years finally flatlines. I smile, not the bride's smile, the one I use right before I open a skull and give someone their life back. I turn to Alina. Alina, change of plans for tomorrow. She raises one perfect eyebrow. I lean in, whisper so only she can hear. Show them everything. She smiles, slow, dangerous. The smile of a woman who has ended more weddings than she's planned. Consider it done, Doctora. Then I turn back to Alex. Kiss his cheek like nothing happened. See you at the altar, darling. He relaxes. Big mistake. Wedding morning, Four Seasons Maui, 7:03 a.m. I wake up in the bridal suite alone, as planned. No bad luck. Sunlight pouring through the open doors to the private infinity pool. My phone is on silent, but the notifications are a war zone. The rehearsal whisper has already leaked. Someone in the bridal party filmed it on their phone. "You don't belong here" is trending worldwide. My mom texts, "Mija, breathe, we love you." My brother, "Say the word and I end him." I don't reply yet. I'm too busy staring at the wedding dress hanging on the wardrobe. Custom Vera Wang, $180,000. Hand-beaded lace that took 1,200 hours. I touch it once, then I call Alina. She answers on the first ring. "It's time." She laughs, low, dangerous, delighted. "Give me 30 minutes. 8:17 a.m., the bridal suite. Alina arrives with her team and a garment bag. Inside, a second dress. Not white. Blood-red silk, off the shoulder, train like fire. She unzips it. This one is for the woman who belongs everywhere. I chain. The mirror shows a bride who looks like revenge in couture. My hair is down, wild waves. Makeup, red lips, smoky eye, no veil. Alina hands me a single orchid, deep purple, almost black. "You're something new is power. You're something old is the truth. You're something borrowed is my silence until now. You're something blue is the ocean you're about to own." She presses play on her tablet. Security footage from the resort. Every camera, every angle. Time-stamped over the last 6 months. Alex with 3 different women in 3 different suites. All paid with the black card that has my name on it too. One of them is the resort's yoga instructor. One is a guest from a bachelorette party. One is Madison, Chloe's best friend from the Met Gala story, Small world, vicious circle. Every clip ends with Alex whispering the same thing to each of them. She doesn't belong with me. You do. Elena smiles. The big screen in the ceremony lawn is ready. You're called, Doctora. I look at the red dress, at the orchid, at the woman in the mirror who finally recognizes herself. Play it. 10:57 a.m. The ceremony lawn. 150 guests seated. String quartet playing. Alex at the altar and Tom Ford, looking nervous but smug. His groomsmen smirking. My bridesmaids, all doctors, all loyal in soft mauve, faces tight. The music swells. Everyone stands. I appear at the end of the aisle. In red. Gasps ripple like wind through palm trees. Alex's face drains of color. I walk slow, deliberate, every step a heartbeat. When I reach the altar, I don't stop at my mark. I walk straight past Alex to the microphone. The quartet stops. Elena nods from the side. The big screen lights up. The footage begins. Every affair, every whisper, every lie. The lawn is so quiet you can hear the waves crash. Madison in the third row, guest of the groom, stands up screaming. Turn it off, it's edited. I look at her. It's timestamped darling. And in 4K. Alex tries to grab the remote from Elena. My brother, best man, former Marine, intercepts him like he's tissue paper. The final clip plays. Alex last night, drunk in the bar, telling his groomsmen, she's just a diversity hire with a scalpel. After the wedding, I'll have her sign the postnup and keep her quiet. The entire lawn turns on him. His own father stands up. The open bar is still open. The band is still playing. The wedding is now a celebration of freedom. Dance like you just escaped a life sentence. Because I did. The quartet strikes up. I Will Survive. The lawn becomes the best party Maui has ever seen. The morning light is pouring through the bridal suite like liquid gold. I'm sitting on the edge of the bed in my robe, staring at the red dress Elena brought. When she sits beside me and starts talking, not as the planner, but as the woman who has been waiting for this moment for 15 years. Elena Vasquez, 42, the most sought-after wedding planner in the Pacific Royals. Billionaires, A-list celebrities on waiting lists for years. But she wasn't born with a clipboard and a black Amex. She was born Elena Maria Gutierrez in Tijuana, 1982, to a mother who cleaned houses in San Diego and a father who never came back from the border crossing. At 19, she crossed herself, legally, with a student visa for community college. She studied hospitality by day, waited tables by night, sent every dollar home. At 24, she landed an internship at the Four Seasons Maui, the same resort where my wedding is happening. Alexander, get out of my resort. Security appears. Alex is dragged away screaming my name. The guests start applauding, slow at first, then thunderous. I take the microphone again. Thank you all for coming. She was the best intern they'd ever had. Flawless, intuitive, made impossible weddings look easy. Then she met him. Charles Chase Blackwood, yes. The same Chase from the Christmas dinner story. Small vicious world. He was 28, already the golden boy of the Blackwood Empire, vacationing with his college friends. He saw Elena organizing a $2 million wedding on the beach, mistook her for a guest, and pursued her like a hunter. He promised her the world, told her he'd leave his girlfriend back home, got her pregnant. Then, when she was 5 months along, he ghosted, sent a check for $50,000 with a note. Take care of it. You don't belong in my world. She lost the baby at 6 months. Stress, heartbreak, no support. She kept the check, cashed it, used it as seed money to start her own planning company, built it from nothing into the empire it is today. Every wedding she plans, she does flawlessly, but she keeps one rule: never work for a Blackwood. Until I called, because when I booked the wedding, I didn't know Chase Blackwood was Alex's cousin. Elena did. She recognized the name immediately. She took the job anyway, not for the money, for the moment. She's been waiting 15 years to watch a Blackwood man lose everything on what was supposed to be his perfect day. She looks at me now, eyes fierce. I took this job for the girl I was at 24, the one who was told she didn't belong. Today, I get to watch another Blackwood learn the same lesson. Only this time, the girl walks away with everything. She stands, smooths the red dress. Now let's go make history. The ceremony lawn, 11 am sharp. The sun is high. The ocean sparkling like it's in on the secret. 150 guests seated, whispering. Phones already out because the rumor mill has been churning since the rehearsal whisper leaked. Alex is at the altar, sweating in his Tom Ford, trying to look calm. His groomsmen shifting uncomfortably. My bridesmaids, all surgeons, all loyal in mauve silk, faces like stone. The string quartet begins the processional. Everyone stands. The music stops, because I appear at the end of the aisle. In red, not white, blood red silk, off the shoulder train 20 feet of fire. No veil, hair down like a war banner. The entire lawn inhales as one. Alex's mouth opens, but no sound comes out. I walk the aisle slow, every step deliberate. The quartet recovers and switches to Bad Guy by Billie Eilish. Alina's doing, of course. Guests start laughing, then cheering. When I reach the altar, I don't stop at my mark. I walk straight to the officiant's microphone. Alina nods from the side. The big screen lights up. The footage begins. Every affair, every hotel, every time Alex whispered to another woman the same words he whispered to me last night. The lawn is silent except for gasps. Madison, the yoga instructor from the footage, stands up in the third row, screaming. It's not what it looks like. I look at her. It's exactly what it looks like, darling. And it's in 4K. Alex tries to grab the remote. My brother intercepts, pins his arm like he's restraining a patient in psych hold. The final clip, Alex last night, drunk on the beach with his groomsmen. She thinks the ring means forever. After the wedding, I'll have her sign the postnup and keep the boring doctor quiet while I keep the fun ones loud. The lawn turns on him. His father stands. Alexander, get off my property. Security appears. Alex is dragged away screaming my name. Tucks ripping on the orchid arch. The guests start applauding, slow, then thunderous. I take the microphone. Thank you all for coming to what was supposed to be my wedding. Turns out it's my freedom party. The bar is open. The band is playing. The groom is no longer on the guest list. The quartet drops, single ladies. Every woman in the lawn puts a ring hand up. Then the real surprise walks in. Dr. Luca Valois. Yes, the same Luca from the Monaco story. Destiny has a sense of humor. He's in linen white, holding a single black orchid. He walks the aisle I just walked, stops in front of me. The entire lawn holds its breath. He drops to one knee on the altar where Alex just stood. Isabella Morrow, I waited 15 years for you to be free of the wrong man. I'm done waiting. Marry me. Right here, right now. Not because you need rescuing, because I need the woman who just turned a wedding into a revolution to be my wife. He opens a box. Inside, the ring I returned to him 15 years ago, black diamond, shaped like a scalpel blade. The lawn loses its mind. I don't make him wait. I kneel with him on the altar. Yes, 1,000 surgeries, 1,000 sunsets, 1,000 times yes. We kiss while the string quartet plays, at last, and the entire wedding party throws rice like confetti. The video, filmed by 47 phones, and the resort drone breaks every record. # revenge wedding trends for 14 days straight. Alex watches it from a budget motel in Kahului. Ringless, jobless, nameless. And the woman he told didn't belong becomes the bride the entire world wished for. Monaco Harbor, 3 days after the altar explosion. The Valois yacht, La Temperte, is anchored in the exact spot where Luca proposed 25 years ago. The deck is transformed into a wedding altar. White silk sails, orchids climbing the masts, the Monaco circuit lights twinkling in the distance. Only 50 guests, my real family, the surgeons who trained me, the patients who became friends, Alina Vasquez as maid of honor, and my parents who flew in from the Bronx crying happy tears. I walk the deck in the red silk dress from the rehearsal, now altered into a wedding gown with a 20-foot train of black diamonds. Luca waits in black linen, eyes shining like the night he first kissed me. The efficient is the Prince of Monaco. Again, we say vows under the stars. Luca, I waited 15 years for the woman who turned a rehearsal whisper into a worldwide roar. Marry me, and let's spend the rest of our lives proving the world wrong together. Me, I left a boy who said I didn't belong. I found the man who built an empire just to give me a place at the helm. Yes, forever yes. We kiss as the yacht horns sound across the harbor. The fireworks are emerald and black. The world watches on live stream. 3.8 billion viewers. Record broken again. Rehearsal revenge wedding trends for 21 days straight. Then the honeymoon. We sail the Mediterranean for 3 months. No phones, no schedules, just us, the sea, and the ring that waited 15 years on his finger until I was ready. 5 years later, the foundation launch Monaco. The Harper Valois Pediatric Courage Center opens. For kids with chronic illnesses who need to learn no is a complete sentence. Layla, our adopted daughter from the previous story, now 14, cuts the ribbon. She's already accepted to Harvard Med early decision. The world calls her the princess who learned to say Amen. Abu Dhabi Royal Palace, 3 years after the wedding. The palace gates are solid gold, 20 feet high, guarded by the royal guard in white and gold. I'm in the palace clinic, my private surgical suite built inside the grounds, preparing for the most delicate case of my career. Layla, now 9, has developed a rare complication from her original HLHS repair. She needs a new valve, experimental, grown from her own stem cells, the first of its kind. The entire world is watching. The surgery is scheduled for dawn. At 4:17 a.m., the palace security chief calls. Your Highness, there's a man at the gate. He says his name is Charles Blackwood. He's on his knees. He won't leave. I walk to the gate in my surgical cap and gown, still pre-scrubbed. Chase is there, 50, gaunt, wearing a cheap suit that hangs off him, knees in the sand, holding a single white rose. He looks up when he sees me. Evelyn, I know I have no right. I saw Layla's surgery is tomorrow. I sold everything I had left, the last $11,000. It's in this envelope. For her, I don't want forgiveness. I just want her to live. He holds out the envelope, crumpled, stained with tears. Security watches, weapons lowered but ready. I take it, open it. Inside, $11,000 in cash and a letter. I read one line. I was the burden. Not you. Not ever. I look at him for a long time. Then I kneel in the sand with him, still in my sterile gown. I take his hand. Stand up, Chase. He does, shaking. I hand the envelope to the guard. Deposit this into the Layla Valentina Foundation. Anonymous donor. Then I look at Chase. You don't get to kneel anymore. You get to stand in the back of the gallery tomorrow and watch what love looks like when it saves a life. That's your penance. That's your redemption. He cries so hard he can't speak. I walk away. The gates close. Dawn, the surgical suite. Layla is on the table, asleep. Tiny chest painted with iodine. Zane is my first assistant. The entire procedure is live-streamed to every medical school on Earth. Educational purposes. With royal permission. I make the incision. The world holds its breath. 8 hours later, I place the new valve, grown from Layla's own cells, perfect. The heart monitor beeps steady. I close. The entire gallery, 1,000 doctors, stands and applauds for 12 straight minutes. Layla wakes up in recovery, asking for ice cream. I cry in my mask. Zane kisses my forehead. Chase watches from the back row, allowed in as family of donor. He cries too, but this time, no one films it. Some moments are private, even for legends. 30 years after the rehearsal whisper that started everything. Maui, Four Seasons Resort, exact same lawn where the rehearsal exploded. The sun is rising over Haleakala, painting the ocean in colors that look like forgiveness. I'm 64, hair silver white, still in a white linen gown, because some mornings deserve to feel like a wedding. Mateo is beside me, 66, hand in mine. Eyes still the same ones that caught me when I fell from the wrong life. Our daughters, Valentina and Aurora, now 29 and 27, neurosurgeons both, running the global network we built, stand with their own families. Layla, now 36, the little girl who called me Mama Doctor, now the world's leading pediatric cardiac surgeon, stands center stage. The lawn is filled with 10,000 people. Every child we ever saved, every doctor we ever trained, every family who ever said Amen when medicine said impossible. A single altar stands where Alex once stood. On it, the original wedding program from 30 years ago, now framed in gold. Layla steps to the microphone. 30 years ago, my mother was told she didn't belong on her own wedding day. Today we open the Morales-Alvarez Eternal Care Network. 2,000 hospitals, every continent, free for every child who ever needed a miracle. This is not a dedication. This is a thank you to the woman who turned a whisper into a worldwide Amen. She turns to me. I walk forward. The crowd rises. I speak, voice soft but carried to every screen on earth. 30 years ago, a boy said I didn't belong. Tonight, 10,000 miracles stand here because I belonged to something bigger than his small world. This network is not mine. It is theirs, and it will live forever. Because love, when it refuses to be silenced, becomes the heartbeat the world marches to. Amen. 10,000 voices answer. Amen. Then the final miracle. A man walks slowly from the back. Alex, 64, alone, wearing a simple linen shirt, cane in hand. He stops at the altar, looks at me, bows deep complete, then places a single white orchid on the program frame. He speaks, voice breaking. I came to say Amen, and to thank the woman who taught me, too late, what belonging really means. He turns and walks away into the sunrise. No cameras follow. Some endings are private. The crowd lights 10,000 candles. The sunrise becomes a sea of fire and light. And the little girl who was once told she didn't belong becomes the reason the entire world learned how to say Amen together. This is Dr. Isabella Morovalwa, signing off from the lawn, where a whisper became a worldwide sunrise. Thank you for belonging with me. Now go make your own miracle. Amen.